Hello everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome back to Premier League Dad. My name is Key. We are live for a massive title clash at Tynecastle. The Jambos, the Jam Tarts, McInnes side are on course for potentially, well, not potentially, they are on course for a title, for their first title in 66 years. The first team to break the Celtic Rangers stronghold in maybe 30 odd years, however long it is since Aberdeen did it, right? Since Fergie did it. It's a long old time, and it's drawn interest from around the watching world. Whether you're a fan of Scottish football or not, and listen, we've watched a fair bit of Scottish football on this channel. We've watched the Old Firm games. We've watched Hibs in Europe. We've seen Dundee United. We've seen a fair few teams bounce around in the Scottish Premier League this season on this channel. But it's drawn interest from around the watching world to see maybe the Celtic Rangers vice-like grip on the Scottish Premiership ending. So will we see it happen? Today will go a long way to deciding that, I think, because Hearts are currently level on points at the top of the table with Celtic, who they play, I think they play on the final day, don't they? But they have Celtic still to play. Celtic have played a game more. They beat Hibs yesterday. Hibs going down to 10 men in that one. And then... But yeah, if they win today, they go 7 points clear of Rangers, don't they? Which I think would all but end Rangers' serious interest in the title, if Hearts were to win this one. It would basically limit it to Celtic and Hearts, and I still think Hearts would have the edge, but it would probably send it down to that final day against Celtic. But let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know your predictions for this one. Let me know what you're thinking. We've obviously got two big games today. I've just watched. I didn't do a watch-along for the Chelsea-Forest game. Forest absolutely smashing Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Go on, Forest. Love that. And then... yeah, we've got this one now. This should be a great game. Looking forward to it. And then tonight, we're going to be watching Everton against Manchester City. Come on, City. And we can see how that one works out. So lots of good footy tonight. Tomorrow, we're back to Champions League action with Atletico Madrid visiting the Emirates. And then Wednesday night, we're going to see whether or not PSG can finish the job against Bayern Munich, or will Bayern turn them over. And then Thursday, back to Forest and Villa. So there's great footy on all week. Even Friday night, we're going to be doing Millwall against Hull. Hull v Millwall in the first Championship semi-final playoff. So, all good. Lots and lots of good footy this week. I'm really looking forward to it. Really excited. Hopefully, you've had a great start to your bank holiday week, whatever you've been doing with it, whether it's been school or college or work or... out with the family, or whatever it is you've been doing. How are we all doing in the chat anyway? Jellyfish, good to see you. Dave, lovely to see you. Tony Peters, 3-star. 3 stars, very happy. PDM, good to see you, lad. Joe Story, Key, can I ask you $1 million question? If you ask me if I'm showing the game, I'm going to knock your head off. Peace Snow says, man, I could go the rest of my life without seeing more head collisions. Those were brutal. Yeah, they were really bad today, weren't they? Poor Jesse Derry as well in the first half. Really came off the worst, didn't he? You don't like to see it. Jay Shaw, evening Key. Hope you're well. Come on the Hearts. It'd be nice to see him do it. Yeah, come on the old. Listen, I quite like Rangers. I have nothing against Rangers. I've got nothing against Celtic. But we all love the underdog, don't we? We all love the underdog. So come on the old Jam Tarts here. Come on the old Jam Tarts. PDM, I'm honestly concerned for Villa against Forest in the Europa League. Oh yeah, doggy. Tony, packing my case for the trip to Portugal tomorrow. Lovely. Portugal. Whereabouts in Portugal are you heading? Joe, will Bajcetic be fit for next season? No, I don't think he will. No, I think Bajcetic is done as a Liverpool player. It's a shame because he's a very, very talented lad. But he's not been fit all season and, not been good. Jellyfish, I wish Sir Alex well. Yeah, hopefully he is back to fighting fitness. Apparently he was okay when after the game, they said he was fine, right? I'm sure he's out of... Well, fine is maybe questionable. I'm sure they said he was kind of out of immediate concern, which is the main thing. Hopefully he's all right. Right, what are we saying on TikTok? Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. How are we all doing? Jaws, as a Liverpool fan, I wanted to ask what was the Calvin Miller situation. Don't know who Calvin Miller is. McBusby Babes Key, you should do more lives, buddy, as well as watch-alongs. I enjoy a good footy debate. Yeah, it was good fun, that, wasn't it? Blue Co out. Blue Co out. Ethan, how's it going, lad? Johnny, surely 42 points are enough to stay in the Prem, but it may not be enough. I think so. I think it'll be okay. I think it should be enough. I'd be astonished if it doesn't. Joe Key, can you get energy on to do a dual stream? Absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not. The guy pecked my head. He absolutely blew my head today, that fella. Hang on. Yeah, absolutely blew my mind, that fella today. Adam, are you seriously about to see Marinakis win a trophy? It could happen. It could happen. What's your prediction for Everton City? Ooh, City 1-0, I said the other day. I'm going to stick with it. Yeah, I'm going to stick with it. Liverpool should sign Celts when Alisson goes. We definitely well, yeah, I'm sure we do need a backup keeper. City of Northville, how's it going? Joe says, if you ask Key why he hates Arsenal, you blocked me. Exactly. Yeah. None of that. User 462, what do you make of Slot leaving Chiesa on the bench for most of the game? Will he ever learn? I think Chiesa has. If the player himself says he's not ready to play football, mate, then you kind of have to acknowledge that. I think any Liverpool fans who are arguing for Chiesa to play more minutes just haven't really been paying attention, sadly. Right, here we go. Rangers v Hearts. Let's get stuck into the lineups for the Jam Tarts. It is Swallow in goal. Swallow, Steinwender, Halkett, Findlay and Kingsley at the back. Chesnokov, Leonard, Baningame and Kiziridis. And then it's Claudio Braga and Lawrence Shankland up front, the danger men. For Rangers, it's Jack Butland in goal, Sterling, Fernandez, Giga and Tavernier. It's Chukwani, Raskin and Diamand in midfield with Mikey Moore, Skov Olsen and Yusuf Chimiti. Yusuf Chimiti, opportunity for the Everton fans to see what they could have missed. Johnny, Chelsea for the second time in the Premier League era lost 6 in a row. Last time it happened, they finished 14th in a 42-game season. Egbert, hi Key, how have you been? I'm very good, mate. How are you, more importantly? Who's the favourite here, says City of Northville? Well, according to the BOOKIES, it's Rangers who are the favourites. Even though, tough place to come, Tynecastle, at the best of times. I remember Liverpool coming here and... we struggled past Hearts in Europe. Look at that. Look at the energy coming from the fans here. Fans certainly not short of passion and energy. Finners Matty, if West Ham lose and Spurs win next week, do you think the relegation battle is over? Yes. Yes. Yeah, West Ham win, City... Sorry, yeah, West Ham lose, Spurs win. That would be difficult to turn around. 4 points would be tough. Rusty Dusty, what do you think about Atletico Madrid? Any chance tomorrow? Yeah, they've got a chance. I don't see why not. There's Tony Bloom, the Brighton owner, who also owns Hearts. Tony Bloom's in the stands. Jay Shaw, Chimiti scored a few goals up there. Probably better than Barry as well. LJ says, okay, anyway, with what we have out on What the hell have we been missing out on, Jimity? He flopped in the Prem. Yeah, well, he did, but he also didn't really get that much of a chance. He's done really well up in Scotland. Jabba were really good at making strikers underperform. That is very true. Everton very good at getting the least out of strikers you can possibly get. Excuse me. Hearts absolutely buzzing. The crowd are going for it. 3-star, knowing Mr. Maranakis, if we win the Europa League, he will get the plane to land at Birmingham Airport and take the team coach with the trophy past Villa Park. Oh, Ola, my favourite Arsenal fan. That's very kind of you, Ola. Very kind of you. Simon, please don't spam, mate. Come on, your mum and dad raised you better than that, didn't they? Don't spam, mate. Please don't spam. Please don't spam. You don't need to spam. If all you're doing is spamming, you're just saying to everybody else in the chat that you're more important than everyone else. Come on, you don't need to say that. Don't be like that. Here we go. Let's get the game underway. The clock's underway. The game's underway. Hearts and Rangers. What are we saying, folks? What are we saying? There's Danny Roll, suited and booted on the touchline. Simon, respond then, you helmet. Oh, you've got away with words, haven't you, Simon? Very, very pleasant young man. Wow. Maybe Mummy and Daddy didn't raise you very well then. Finners Matty says apparently Thomas Frank might be going Birmingham City. Nah, come on. Sarah says 2-1 to Hearts. Kareem says, what signings do you want to see Liverpool make next season? I think we need 6 or 7, mate. We need a fair few. Same as we did last season. We got 6 or 7 last season. We get 6 or 7 again this year. I think that's kind of what's going to happen. Hearts, far post. Oh, headed out by Rangers. Jambos starting well. And now Rangers on the counter. This is a big chance for Rangers. Mikey Moore. Spam's best in a can, not in a chat. It's just they're just after a bit of attention, but fair play to them. They're just after a bit of attention, God love them. They don't seem to get much at home, I think, so they're just after a little bit of attention. PDM, I'm more important than everyone else, Key. Make sure you read my comments out. Well, you get yours read out, because you're sound, you're nice, we like you. You're alright. I'll read yours out all day. PDM says Hearts 4-2. Goals galore in this one. Well, it started quite quickly. Both teams have it's been a bit basketball game so far. Yeah, it's been like basketball. AB2525. Thoughts on Mainu? Don't think he starts for England. Think Man United need to do better if they aspire to win a title. They're not going to win a title with Mainu in the heart of the midfield. But he's not a bad young midfielder. Yeah, he's not a bad. He's a bit like Curtis Jones in many ways. I think he maybe needs to either accept that he's going to be a bench player at United or move on at some point. I think he actually might have been better if he'd have moved on. If he'd have gone to somewhere like a Newcastle maybe, or somewhere like that. Might have been beneficial for him to go. Going for the 2-2 draw. Up the hoops, says Tony. City of Northill. Is Thomas Frank Birmingham City level? Maybe Watford would be a better first step. Thomas Frank's going to do better than Birmingham City, surely. Surely. Pinchy says bench player. I swear he just scored a banger against you, no? And as we all know, bench players don't score bangers. No, none at all. That never happens. Only starting 11 players score bangers. Whew. You understand skipping years is a thing, but I don't think it was so wise in your case. Couldn't disagree more about Mainu. He's a quality player, but respect football, all about opinions. Listen, I don't mind Mainu. I think he's a good young player. I just don't think he's... I think he's very much in that bracket. Probably needs a level below a title-chasing side. And maybe United aren't that anyway. Maybe United aren't a title-chasing side. I think if Kobe Mainu's starting for Man United, they're never going to win a title. As long as he's starting, they're never going to win a title. end-to-end game. It's looking end-to-end so far. Why couldn't Mainu be the attacking pivot with a strong defensive-minded partner? Well, he's playing in a midfield 3 at the minute, isn't he? And he's kind of the second pivot alongside a Casemiro. Are you talking about pushing him forward and being the Bruno Fernandes option? Hearts now. Wonderful play by Hearts. In down the left-hand side. In the area. Great play. Fantastic play, that. Absolutely fantastic play. AB 2525. Cobby had walked straight into Liverpool's midfield any day. That's not a badge of honour you should be proud of, mate. You and I would probably walk into Liverpool's midfield at the minute. It's dreadful. It's absolutely dreadful. Simon, mate, listen, I really appreciate you didn't get much attention at home and you're really begging for some here. I'd really ask you not to spam the same thing in the chat. Time after time after time. You're better than that, mate. You're much better than that. Finners Matty, he's a Spurs fan who's just open for 6 points next season. Who's that? Yeah, if Mainu was further forward in a number 10 position, I don't know. That's, I guess, yet to be proven. He'd be free to go a bit further forward knowing a bruiser is behind him, belaboured if he can find quality again of that kind of profile. Maybe. He's still young. Same as Lenny Yoro. I've defended Lenny Yoro as well this season. Lenny Yoro's got a lot of criticism from United fans this season. I've said he's still young. It's the same sort of thing applies with Mainu. I just don't, personally, I don't think he's got that ceiling. I think he's going to be a very good mid-table midfielder. A Conor Gallagher. Of that ilk. Let's say that. Johnny, how funny is it that the 16 draws are helping Bournemouth up to 6th place? They could break the draw record in a 38-game Premier League season and finish in a European place. Very difficult to beat. Daz Talks, hope you're well, mate. You too, buddy. Simon, I'd be upset too if I was posted on fan crying accounts on YouTube. You'd be upset. See, the thing is, mate, they've been doing it for like 6 months and I've still kept going. Is it not clocking on that I've kept doing it? I must be devastated because I keep doing it. PDM says, Simon, we appreciate you taking the time to comment, Mr. Key, and letting your opinions known. He has several platforms he needs to read comments out, and we'll read yours out if he sees it. Enjoy the game. I mean, listen, you can't guarantee you're going to read anyone's comments out, but if the same comment's coming through and it's the same guff, it's just the same boring guff, incoherent boring guff, and then they spam it, yeah, you're just being a bit of a tit, aren't you, really? There is an argument to say that there's a lot of intelligent people. I'd say the vast majority of people who come in really respectful, really intelligent, know the stuff, good chat. Then you just get the odd divvy who comes in who just, it's me. Say my name, so I get a little twinge. Get a little twinge. I've not had much attention for a few years, so I need somebody to read my comment out. Daz, we are a lot better than Liverpool, though, aren't we, buddy? Well, you are, mate. Yes, I don't disagree with that. United are absolutely better than Liverpool at this moment in time. That probably comes from the fact that you've played 40% fewer games than us, and you've got a bigger squad than us. So yes, based on the game we saw yesterday, it would have been humiliating if United didn't beat Liverpool. And you very, very nearly didn't, if not for a very big decision from the referee. If not for a PGMOL disaster, an apology, then you wouldn't have beat us. So you were very, very lucky in that sense. City of Northfield, you can guarantee your comment will be read out. Super chat. Well, the super chats, I'm respectful with super chats and I will absolutely read them out. I'll also read out people who've been in the chat a while and people who are generally respectful when they ask a comment. Or if someone puts a comment in who is disrespectful, but it makes a good point, I also will read them out. I'm not a soft ass. I'll read it out, even if you're having a pop, even if you're being a bit rude. I'll still read it out. I'm not a soft ass. I will read it out. Daz says our squad isn't great though. We nearly threw it away thanks to Ahmad and Lamons. Same with us though. You know, the argument I've heard a lot of silly United fans say, "Oh yeah, well we gave you 2 goals." We also gave you 2 goals. I mean, we gave you 3, technically. The PGMOL gave you 1. But McAllister literally just rolls the ball out to Mainu at the end. He deflects the first one in, and the other one, McAllister passes it in exactly the same way Ahmad did. So, yeah, you can't really make one argument without making the opposite. It's the exact same thing. If United gifted Liverpool goals, then Liverpool certainly gifted United goals. Did you see Alan Shearer and Micah Richards on the handball yesterday on Match of the Day? You would have loved it, Key. I didn't. No, I haven't seen it. But based on my experience of Alan Shearer and Micah Richards, my guess is they were of the opinion that it wasn't a handball. Or as Gary Neville and Roy Keane said, it was a handball, but we don't want to see goals ruled out for that. Yeah, all right, okay. Yeah, that's not really how football works, is it? City of Northwood, did you see why that handball was called? The angle we saw on Sky wasn't available. I did, yes. I did see that. That was the frustrating thing, wasn't it? The reason that it actually didn't get given is because the angle that they needed to give the decision on wasn't... They didn't have it. And I think that's a system issue, isn't it? I can't be angry about it. I'm not saying it's corruption. It's not that. It's just poor. It's poor... What's the proper planning prevents piss poor performance. The 5 Ps or the 6 Ps, whatever it is. There was poor planning there, wasn't there? They said the goal shouldn't have stood. Oh, well, fair enough. There you go. Get on it. I agree. Daz was a pen though, buddy, before if they were checking. No, yeah, but they checked it and cleared that, didn't they? They checked it and cleared that. That's the point. They checked and cleared the pen. The VAR for the penalty was cleared. The handball wasn't because they didn't have the right camera angle. There you go. If they had the camera angle, then they wouldn't have given it. So there you go. Job done. Key, surely you can't think it was handball. Well, everyone else knows it's handball. Didn't seem even remotely clear to me until that angle, and even still, the movement is so subtle. But there is a movement, right? However you want to argue it, there is a movement. Yeah, there is a movement. Ian says, I'm not completely slot out, but him continuing to pick McAllister is why he's not blameless. There's not really any alternative, though, is there, Ian? That's the issue. Oh, ball stood up. It's back out to the right-hand side for Hearts. Rangers down the left-hand side. Knocked long. 12 minutes in. Still yet to have our first meaningful shot on target here. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't really see any alternative to McAllister. It's a shame. We haven't really got anyone. We all know the VAR officials flip a coin to decide handball. Rangers are in. Chance far post. Oh, straight across the face of goal. Here's Raskin. Raskin back. He's drifted out to this left-hand side. Needs to get a ball in the box. Oh, tried front post there. And punched behind by Schwolo. Alexander Schwolo. Peter Madden, the keeper, knocked the ball onto his hip and it bounced to his finger. He didn't have time to react. That is irrelevant. That's not what the rules of the game are, Peter. That's not what the rules of the game are. Daz says, Key, can you not just accept that we won fair and square? Most Pool fans have accepted it, mate. When was the poll, Daz? Where was the poll? I don't remember being a part of a poll. I don't remember being part of a poll about that one, do we? Does anyone in the chat remember being part of a poll for that one? I don't. Jones should be playing in there instead of right back. So on, who's going right back then, Ian? If Jones is in midfield, who's going right back? Don't necessarily disagree with you, but it would have been probably putting Joe Gomez at right back, and he's not been fit all season, has he? Jabber noticed that they stopped providing audio for VAR controversies. I'm guessing it's still as chaotic as ever. It is, yes. LJ, take it easy, mate. Have a good one. Catch you in a bit. Come on, buddy. Well, yeah, come on, exactly. Come on. You're saying most have accepted it. They've absolutely not accepted it. And listen, at the end of the day, it's not really that important anyway. It's a Liverpool v Man United game, end of the season, with very little riding on it. Neither team have been fantastic this season. Kind of just is what it is. United... In fact, most United fans I've spoke to have admitted there's an element of good fortune in the win. And they've enjoyed it, and they've said, yeah, well, hey, listen, you take what you can get and all that. And yeah, good luck to him. Good luck to him. Element of good fortune is that it was a game of two halves, wasn't it? First half, you battered us, played us off the park. Probably lucky to be only 2-0 down. Second half, we were the better side. And then you scored one from out of the blue. So there you go. But it is what it is. It's all good. The difference between third and fifth is inconsequential. We have to accept that it's neither a good Liverpool team or a good United team. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Rangers get it away. Unlucky. Very unlucky. G. Lawrence has 18 losses this season. That's not good enough, Key. Transition period or not, as you say. Why do you say that? Why is 18 losses relevant? Surely it's all relevant to where you are in the table. If you finish fourth, it's about where Liverpool are. I always find this is really particular when people say it's not good enough. Liverpool should be much higher in the league. Where should we be much higher in the league? Are we better than City? No. Are we better than Arsenal? No. So what you're really saying is we should be above United. We should be third. We're fourth and we should be third. Is that sacking territory? No, of course it's not. Don't be silly. We're one position below where you think we should be. After, long-term injuries to about 9 players. Lancashire Evertonian. Key, I got something to come back to your third, fourth best squad myth. What about Leicester in 15-16? Did they have the best squad that season? No, they didn't. They didn't. But again, you're making an argument that I've not said. I'm making the point that finishing a squad that is third or fourth best in the league, finishing third or fourth, is not sacking territory. Leicester finishing first in 15-16 was performing so far beyond the sum of their parts. So that's completely the opposite of what I'm saying. If a manager outperforms the sum of his parts, then he's done a very good job. If a manager achieves kind of what the sum of the parts are, then he's done all right. It's not quite sacking territory. The difference is United fans are scrambling for Carrick and slots under pressure. That's it. Yeah, that's it. G. Lawrence, come on, Key. 18 losses in a season for a Liverpool side isn't acceptable regardless, mate. Why is it not acceptable? Okay, it is absolutely acceptable, relevant to the rest of the league. If 18 losses gets you finishing fourth, and you are maybe the fourth best side in the league, then that's kind of where you are. Yeah. I can't really punish the manager for that situation. It's madness to me. Sarah says, according to Jelly, Liverpool are better than Arsenal since we beat them. Lancashire Evertonian, yes, it's your system. What might need a wee change? No, the system isn't the issue. It's the personnel. It's the personnel that's the issue. Nothing to do with the system. Managers made mistakes, but it's not the system that's the problem. It's 1,000,000% the personnel. Corner to Rangers here. Corner to Rangers. Tavernier with the ball in. Far post. Oh, right under the crossbar. Chukwani. Nearly 1-0 Rangers. Very nearly 1-0 Rangers. Carl Wright, manager rode the hard work Klopp put in. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Klopp who finished 5th broadly with this Liverpool squad and got battered off Atalanta in the Europa League. That Jurgen Klopp. Yeah, the same squad that Arne Slot won the league with the following year. The same Jurgen Klopp that didn't fancy the rebuild. That Jurgen Klopp. Big Fish, do you support Liverpool? I do indeed, yes. Julio, come on mate, stop spamming. Mummy and Daddy taught you better than that, mate. Don't be spamming. Be nice. No spam. Five-year contract to Slot, I hope. You and me both. Yeah. I want to see him given patience and time. That Lancashire Evertonian says, to be fair, United showed sometimes it could be the manager. They played a lot better when the system change came. Listen, sometimes it can work. Chelsea have been a bit of an anomaly this season, haven't they? They've, not just this season, Chelsea over the years have changed manager like people change underpants. And, well, not every 18 months. If you change your underpants every 18 months, you've got a bigger problem. But, yeah, Chelsea changed managers pretty much every 18 months for the last 20-odd years. And they still manage to be incredibly successful. So it does work sometimes, but it's a rarity. Patience is a virtue, and it usually works if you give a manager time. Most managers will experience lulls and bad seasons. Ferguson did. Jurgen Klopp certainly did at Liverpool. There's many managers who do. Afternoon, Liam. How's it going, mate? Good to see you. Jabber Key still trying to gentle parent on TikTok. I know. And it's just kids. It's just kids, to be honest, mate. The adults, the grown-ups are on the other places. But yeah, I'm kind of... It's like herding sheep. Sarah says, Slot doesn't train them, and if he isn't getting the best out of the team, then clearly Slot is to blame. Doesn't Slot train them, and if he isn't getting the best out of the team, then clearly Slot is to blame. Well, that's subjective. Do you think Slot is getting the best out of the team? That's the argument, isn't it? Is Slot getting the best out of the team? I think he is. I don't think this squad is better than 3rd or 4th. I don't believe we are. I think 3rd or 4th is about where this squad is. Given the parameters that they've played with this season. No Isak, no Ekatike now, Freddie Woodman in goal for trips to Everton and Man United, and all of the variables at play. Mo Salah's massive drop-off. Yeah, I think this squad is about 4th best in the league. I don't think there's much more you can get out of this squad. So if your argument is that this squad should be challenging for the title, then I have to respectfully disagree. And then if that was true, if you were right on that, and they are right, they have got a massive chance. Oh, Rangers! It's 1-0! Dujon Sterling backstick! Oh, it's there. Rangers are in front. Rangers are in front. Danny Roll and the Rangers fans erupt. Hearts 0, Rangers 1. Big deflection, that one. Bounced into the floor. Swallow no chance. And Rangers take the lead at Tiny. Long throw into the box. Flicked on. Good strike. Is it going to be a deflection? I don't think it's going to be a deflection. Is it going to be an own goal? Oh, I think the keeper should maybe do better. Should the keeper get to this? He's got lead in his boots. Alexander Swallow's got lead in his boots there. The ball gets flicked on by Hearts, and it comes to Dujon Sterling, who strikes. Oh, what's the keeper doing? What is the keeper doing? Dujon Sterling. Wow. There you go. Rangers in front. Hearts 0, Rangers 1. Dujon Sterling with the goal. As of now, Rangers are only 1 point off Hearts. They are, yeah. It makes it very tight now, doesn't it? 73 72 will be the top 3 at the top of the SPL tonight. If it finishes like this, of course. Former Chelsea player, isn't he? He is, yeah. Dujon Sterling started out in the Chelsea academy, and then he went to Wigan, I think, as well, briefly. He mate's a Wigan fan, so I remember him being at Wigan. Jazzified. Would United be where they are now if Carrick was given the job at the start? Yeah, I think they'd be about where they are now. It's easy to forget. Ruben Amorim had United about 5th as well. Like, Ruben Amorim he wasn't necessarily struggling at United. He fell out with the owners. That's why he left. Yeah, Ruben Amorim's United weren't a million miles off Champions League footy when he left. But yeah, Carrick's come in and done well. There's no argument about that. That generally is what happens when a new manager comes in, right? Lou says, felt sorry for that Derry kid, looked like a spark, very direct. Yeah, Jesse Derry, we watched him for the England under-19s in the European Championship just gone. He's a very talented young player. Son of Sean Derry. I didn't know this. Remember Sean Derry, who used to play for Crystal Palace? Yeah, Jesse Derry's his lad. Didn't know that. Come on, Jambos, says quintessentially quirky. They've got to step it up, Hearts. Currently a goal down. They need to step it up. Steve McInnes, Amorim going anywhere anytime soon. I'm sure he will be. I expect we'll see Ruben Amorim back in the Premier League before long. Finners Matty, are you doing Celtic Rangers next Sunday at 12? I don't think so, no. I don't think so. McBusby Babe says, looked flat-footed there, keeper. He did, yes. He was, I think he had lead in his boots. Sean Derry, excellent cheap purchase in FIFA 13 manager mode. Sean Derry's one of them guys who just had grey hair. It felt like he had grey hair pretty much consistently from being about 22. Former Leeds player Derry as well. Rich Gang says, what's the score? Score is Hearts 0, Rangers 1. And Hearts knocking it long. Trying to get the ball to Claudio Braga. Rangers slice it away for a throw-in. Harrison, I'm a Liverpool fan, sir. PDM says, yeah, not been bad. Been a busy afternoon. Now to chill and see Hearts beat Rangers. Oh, wow, that was an old message. Sorry, PDM. Still another 5 goals in this game. Hearts out to the left-hand side. They've got to get more service to Braga and Shankland. They've got to find a way to play through the lines. Rangers are now sitting very, very deep. They've gone with basically a 4-5-1 here with Chimiti just left up on his own. Mad Pup, in other news, Warburton's bread factory is on fire. Oh, here we go. There's something about toast here, isn't there? There's definitely some gag about toast coming. Ashish, Shaiki, how are you? I'm very good, mate. I'm guessing you're doing well as a Spurs fan after last night. Great result for you, lads. Lancashire Evertonian, we haven't beat City at home since 16-17, but I feel we'll get something tonight. If we really want Europe enough, we will show. I don't think it's about wanting it tonight for Everton. I think they've just got to be composed and show up in the big moments. Illiman and Dye's been miles off it in the last few games, hasn't he? He's got quite a bit of criticism from Everton fan channels. Feels like he's not quite stepped up. Yeah, so the big players for Everton need to turn up today. Of course, good times are back. The good times are back for Spurs. Chimiti's down here. Jellyfish says, Ruben Amorim was shite at his 15th and Manu unfair. He was not adaptable. Poor management. I don't think it was poor. I don't think he's poor, man. I think Ruben Amorim's a very, very good manager. I think you'll see him back in the Premier League before long. The reason, like I said, the reason he left Man United is because of the fact he fell out with the ownership. And to be honest, it'd be amazing to see what... I'm quite fascinated to see how United approach the summer, to be honest. Will says, Key, do you reckon Morgan Gibbs White out for Thursday then because he came off with a head injury? Depends. It depends whether it's a bad concussion or if it's it might be fine. You can recover in a few days. It might be okay. You never know. Guess it depends how bad it is. We'll have to wait and see. Lancashire Evertonian, I feel we need to start George, Dewsbury Hall, Gay, Alcaraz and Dye. Beto as the 6, put Garner right back. Quite a few saying Garner right back. Mikalenko about to sign a new deal for Everton as well. That's interesting. I thought Everton might dip into the market for a couple of fullbacks. But maybe they still get one. Maybe they get a right back. But they definitely need a little bit more. John Stones comes in. Everton physios will be busy. Umar Naveed. Hi, Key. Do you still think Chelsea qualify for Europe next season? No. Not at this moment in time, no. They've got Liverpool on Saturday. I think we beat them. And I think that secures mathematically Champions League football for us. We only need 3 points out of our final 9 points available to us. So we could even draw all 3 games. So, yeah, I think we beat Chelsea and put that to bed. I think Chelsea will just focus now on the FA Cup. I think realistically that is their one shot at getting Europe next season, winning the FA Cup. It's the only thing. Lancashire Evertonian, I wouldn't put O'Brien right back against Doku. Do you know what though? Nobody against Doku. Doku will beat anyone. He's so good, so quick. Oh, that's wonderful from Hearts. Down the left-hand side, big chance. If they can get the ball in the area. Excellent. Strike. Hit it. Oh, lost his footing. Just lost his footing at the key moment there. I think it was Chesnikov. Just lost his footing. Welshman, good day, Key and chat. I hear Hearts have been triped so far. They've not been fantastic. Ball over to the right-hand side for Rangers. Skov Olsen. Surprised they've not started my mate Tilo Asgard today. I thought Tilo Asgard might be in the side. Dude, doesn't matter how we approach the summer. We've done you twice this season anyway. Bad wool. Oh, sorry. Doku or Diaz currently? Diaz. That's not even close. That's a silly question. Silly questions get silly answers. Rangers, strike, unlucky, cleared away. Hearts, locked in their own box here. Finners Matty, only beaten bottom of the league and Villa's B team. Good times are back. For Spurs. Spurs will be fine. I still think Spurs stay up. Can't see Chelsea beating City in the FA Cup final, Key. Depends. Never know. One-off game. Anyone can beat anyone. Chelsea will have to turn up. But they can do it. Callum McFarlane has already got a very, very decent result away against City when he managed Chelsea first time, didn't he? When Enzo Maresca got sacked, Callum McFarlane took over. They went to the Etihad. They were winning against City. And they ended up drawing 1-1. A really good result for him. So, yeah, not beyond the realms of possibility that they do. Hearts down the left-hand side. Again here with Findlay with the ball in. I think Skov Olsen, is he going to get a booking there? No, Ref's just going to have a little word with him. Baningame got wiped out. Andy, Enzo got the equaliser that day. Scott says, Everton win tonight, please. Oh, let's hope for a City win. I can't have an Everton win. Can't have United win and Everton winning on the same weekend and Liverpool lose. Can't be having that. Reese, are you still crying about yesterday's match? I am, Reese. I'm heartbroken, mate. I can't. I'm inconsolable. You give us a cuddle. Come and give us a cuddle, Reese. How much are they charging for a slice of toast? Someone told me one yesterday. This is a good one. Do you know Phil Spector? Do you remember Phil Spector? Apparently his brother Crispin is the head of quality control at Walker's. I loved that. I thought that was fantastic. You have to be of a certain age to get it, maybe. But yeah, there you go. Tony Peters, they've only scored 1 goal in I think the last 5 games. Can't see him scoring against City. Rangers, far post, headed behind. It's going to be another corner. McBusby Babes, remit for United ain't being above Liverpool makes it sweeter, but I want to see United being competitive regularly. That's the challenge for United, isn't it? To go across all 4 competitions next season and still be competitive. Can they cope with the extra 40% of games loaded on top of them? At the minute, they've played 40 games this season. Liverpool, City, Arsenal have played 56, 60 plus. These are going to be the games that United will have to face. An extra, 16 to 20 games is a lot extra workload, a lot of extra energy in the tank. There's more injuries come with that, more tiredness, more fatigue, generally more mistakes. Can they cope with that? That's a lot of things to think about. Oh, unlucky. Brady says, hey Key, my friend, come on the Rangers. Good to see you, Brady. Liam says, Danny Welbeck's dad, Stan, is a bomb disposal expert. Yeah, there's that as well. Love that one. Finners Key, fun fact, my uncle used to play with Kiefer Moore in Sunday League. Lucky guy. What a fella. Dad jokes on Premier League Dad. Cheers, Will. Thanks, mate. What a guy. Still 1-0. Hearts 0, Rangers 1. Hearts not really offered that much of a threat in this game. They've been limited by Rangers and not. It's been a bit of a disappointing approach, I would say, from Hearts to the first half here. But Busby Babes, it's not good enough, Key, mate. Club of our stature should be competitive across the board, but here's a start. It is, yeah. Listen, you've got to start somewhere. Back in Europe, that's a big thing for United. Everton win tonight, puts them 1 point outside the Europe. Everton aren't getting in Europe. Perish the thought. Ash says, hoping Atletico win tomorrow. You and me both. And PDM says, Key, what do you think about the potential of Arsenal getting another golden trophy in their cabinet? Oh, is this because they've not lost in the Champions League? Ugh. Golden trophy. Good grief. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I've said since day dot. I have said since the start of the season that Arsenal, I've had a feeling with them they'll win the Champions League. When I was asked at the start of the season who wins what, I predicted Arsenal would miss out on the league, City would win the league, and Arsenal would win the Champions League. Just had a feeling. And part of me thinks that might end up bearing fruit. Lewis says, where are your shelves from? Bigshelves.co.uk. They were all shook up. Who? Group of Elvis impersonators were going on a trip. They crashed. No one was hurt, but they were all shook up. Oh, Will. Brady says, it's good to see you again, mate. How you keeping? Also buying PSG score prediction. I'm very good, mate. Very, very good. Looking forward to Everton City tonight. And then the Champions League tomorrow and Wednesday. What do I think about Bayern and PSG? I think PSG win that one. I think they win the tie. I think it might be a draw. I'm going to go 2-2. 2-2 at the Allianz. PSG go through on aggregate. PDM, I'd love an Arsenal v Bayern final. I think you're going to get Arsenal PSG. Arsenal PSG, and it'll be a PSG win potentially. Is where I'm at anyway. Ball knocked all the way back to Butland. Jellyfish, 10 minutes to go in the first half. Yep, less than 10 minutes now. Less than 10 minutes to go, and Hearts pretty dour. I mean, have they actually had a shot on target? I don't think they have they? No shots on target, not even a corner. Not even a corner kick for Hearts. It's quite poor, really, for Hearts. Welshwing, this is a shite game. Def picked the wrong one, Key. Well, I haven't got my future glasses on me today, mate. I couldn't tell. I wasn't able to look into the future for this one. I thought Chelsea and Forest anyway, to be honest. I thought Chelsea-Forest would be a Chelsea win. But even if it hadn't have been, I don't think it was that good of a game. Anyway, it was a bit of a shock, Forest winning. But listen, this one's still got time to turn round. It's a big jeopardy game, this one. If Rangers win, then it just condenses everything at the top of the table. Andy says, if United bring in 5 top players, then we'll be fine next season, but it needs to be a big summer. It does, yeah. And McBusby Babes Key can't help but not think of Batistuta when seeing that Fiorentina jersey in your background. Yeah, Batistuta, Rui Costa, great Fiorentina players of old. PSG will blow Arsenal's back out. I think PSG are the best team in Europe, but I just feel like Arsenal have got some sort of a hoodoo in Europe at the minute, and something will happen. If they do face... If Arsenal play Bayern in the final, Arsenal win. If Arsenal play PSG in the final, I'll be a little bit more optimistic that PSG can do something. All boxed up says Forest are the form team in the Prem. Long ball forward. Hearts clear it away. Rangers strike. Floated far post. It's a lot of long ball, this, isn't it? It's a lot of direct long ball. Here's Beningame. That's going to be a foul, is it, ref? No. Very, very long ball. Mikey, you think to the Senesi links key. He's on a free. Makes sense on a free, maybe. You know, Canate goes on a free. Senesi comes in on a free. He's a good player. Yeah, he's a good player. I think he's the best. I'm pretty sure he is the best centre-back in the league at successful number of progressive forward passes or something like that. Like successful progressive. Basically, he's the best at breaking through the lines as a centre-back. I'm sure he's statistic. He was that about a few weeks ago when I was doing some research on best performers this season. Senesi was a standout one for that particular statistic. But, yeah. Apparently we bid 24 mil for that Napoli defender. Who's that? Is that Bukima, is it? Or who is it who we bid for? I've not even seen. You can't take too much of it seriously yet, can you? It's silly season coming up. So there's all sorts of rumours. Tomorrow's fish and chip paper. Yeah, Bukima. Thought it was. Yeah, maybe. We're going to get linked with every Dutch player, aren't we? Because two reasons. We get linked with every Dutch player. One, they know it's clickbait. Because fans hate the fact that we're being linked with Dutch players. So they're like, oh yeah, we're just going to become Dutch FC. So papers will print basically any Dutch player or any player in the Eredivisie. Any player that's in the Eredivisie. Same as we're being linked with Mika Gertz right now. Any player in the Eredivisie or any player that is Dutch is getting linked to Liverpool. It's mad. PDM, if your half-time quiz is to do with Scottish football, and as they say on Shark Tank, I'm out. And Welsh Ring, there's talk of if Everton's terrible form continues, the Everton owners want Moyes gone in the summer. I mean, I called that. I did call that at the start of the season that Everton would have a new manager by the end of the year. I did think it would be a lot sooner than this. Senesi be a decent signing on a free though. He would. Yeah, he wouldn't be a bad signing. If Kanate's going, then I wouldn't be terribly disappointed with Senesi coming in. Finners Matty Key, I'll be back later for Everton v City. Lovely. No worries, mate. I'll catch you in a bit. Where does Kylie get her kebabs? From the Jason Donovan. Oh, that's a bad one. Welsh Ring says, I've got a half-time quiz. It's to do with Scotland. Lovely. Freedom. That was bad. Mikey, what's the score? Score is Hearts 0, Rangers 1, and it's been up there with one of the worst halves of football we've seen for some time. Even the goal was a big deflection that the keeper... I'm sure someone had nailed the keeper's feet to the ground before. Someone must have super glued his boots to the ground because the ball's looping up over him and he's like this reaching. All you have to do is jump. You got to touch on it. Tony Peters, do you think Allison will go? It looks like it, sadly. Yeah. Big chance for Rangers in the area. Oh, and again. Mikey, a Celtic top. No, Hearts are top. As it stands, if it finishes this way, then it'll be Hearts top on 73, Celtic second on 73, but behind on goal difference. I think Hearts, assuming this finishes 1-0, Hearts would be plus 30, Celtic would be plus 27. Celtic have played a game more. They played Hibs yesterday and won. So it would be Hearts 73 points, Celtic 73 points, Rangers 72 points. Last 3 games. And Hearts play Celtic away last game of the season. Key, give us your best Billy Connolly. I like the Billy Connolly train joke. Have you seen the Billy Connolly train joke? If you've not seen that, it's an absolute fantastic joke. I can't do it justice. I'd tell it myself, but I can't do it justice. And it's clean as well. It's a really clean joke. I could tell it. I wouldn't get banned or anything on YouTube. Mikey says can't take the league serious when they split it in a playoff. That just means it's different. I mean, I think some of the leagues... There's quite a lot of leagues play like that. Belgium's a bit mad. In South America, they have the Clausura and the Apertura, don't they? So they can name 2 champions within a season. Celtic Rangers is on Sunday as well. Quintessentially quirky says, whilst Fred Astaire danced down the stairs, his brother Stan carefully carried the elderly back up them. Welshwing halftime quiz. So here we go. Yeah, halftime quiz. Top 20 Premier League goal scorers who have at some point in their career played in the Scottish Premiership. Loans count. Ooh, I like it. Here we go. That's a halftime quiz from Welshwing. Hang on a second. Let me get me notepad and me pen. Where's me pen? There you go, that'll do. Right, half-time quiz. I think if City don't win today, the league is done. I wouldn't be so sure, you know. West Ham tonight, West Ham next week against Arsenal. Still time. Right. Top 20, Van Dijk is 19th. Right, okay, that gives us a nice benchmark then, doesn't it? Top 20 goal scorers in the Premier League who have at some point in their career played in Scotland, loans included. Right, well, if that's the case, and Van Dijk is 19th, then Oxlade-Chamberlain must be there. Defoe also must be there. Oxlade-Chamberlain, Defoe... Nah, Henrik Larsson didn't play in the Prem that long, did he? He was in the Scottish Premier League for a long time. Defoe is first. There you go. That makes sense. Defoe is first. Okay. Keane. Yeah, Robbie Keane. Could be Robbie Keane. Naismith. Joe Hart. Joe Hart, famously top scorer in the Prem. Torre Andre Flo. Yeah, Juve. Tierney, Miller, scored for United. He did score for United, yeah, but I'm just thinking, he was only at the Prem for like a season, wasn't he? Or half a season. Duncan Ferguson. Robbie Keane second, okay. What about Duncan Ferguson? John Hartson. John Hartson's got to be there. Ox, Hartson. Who else have we had who we've not mentioned so far? Ox is 15th, right. Ox is 15th. Good stuff. Flo. Roy Keane. Sutton. Yeah, excellent. We're getting there now. We're flying now. Duncan is 9th. Ferguson is 9th. Who else have we got, folks? Two guy. Gazza's not there. No, it's not two guy. Diouf. Eladj Diouf. Diouf's been about the Prem a bit. Sutton is 7th. Chris Sutton is 7th. If Virgil van Dijk is 19th. Rob SAFC, what was the question again? The question is the top 20 Premier League goal scorers who have at some point in their career played in Scotland. Loans are included. Because we're watching Hearts and Rangers, we're doing a Scottish themed. Not Diouf. Okay, Diouf's not included. Okay. Carter Vickers. No, not Dalglish. No, it's Premier League only, mate. Dalglish didn't play in the Prem. Trying to think if there's anyone else we might have missed, maybe. Did Ian Wright go up to Celtic? Ian Wright went up to Celtic, didn't he? Ian Wright went up to Celtic. I bet he's up there. Larson is... Henrik Larsson's 20th. Bloody hell. Kanchelskis. Hang on a minute. Henrik Larsson has not scored more Premier League goals than Eladj Diouf. Henrik Larsson has categorically not scored more goals than Eladj Diouf in the Prem. He got one. He got one. There's no way that's true. No way. Absolutely no way. Not having it. He got one Premier League goal. Eladj Diouf has to be there. That's been discredited immediately. We've lost all hope here now. Eladj Diouf, by my count, has 6, 27. Oh, he's got a fair few. He's got a fair few anyway. Arteta is 17th. Rod Wallace. McGeady. Yes, McGinn. Possible. Definitely possible. McGinn and McGeady. Ahmad. Yeah, Ahmad's had a fair few as well. Rangers, Man United, Ahmad. Yeah, not bad. So far we've got Defoe, Keane. What about Hartson? McGeady. Torre Andre Flo, Roy Keane, Chris Sutton. Harry Go Lucky says Jamie Carragher own goals or Diouf Prem goals for Liverpool. Who had more? Jamie Carragher own goals, yeah. He scored more own goals than Diouf scored for us, definitely. Matthew, Hearts have let me down so far. I was always going to be a difficult game, this one, you know. Lee, is this SPFL and Prem players or goals? It is players who have the top 20 goal scorers in the Premier League who have at some point in their career played in the SPL or the SPFL. So far we've got Defoe, Robbie Keane, Chris Sutton, Duncan Ferguson, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Arteta, Van Dijk and Larsson. Ian Wright is 3rd. That makes sense. There you go. Ian Wright, yeah. Ian Wright is 3rd. There's a fair few who kind of went up to Celtic and Rangers. Viduka. I bet Viduka's up there. He played for Celtic for a while, didn't he? I bet Viduka's up there. Didn't Beattie go up to Celtic? Did James Beattie have a spell at Celtic? I'm only checking James Beattie before anyone accuses me of cheating. I'm not checking anything other than that. No. Oh, he did! Oh, he was at Rangers! He was at Rangers! James Beattie was at Rangers. Oh, there you go. Right, so Rangers James Beattie and Mark Viduka have to be there. Jan Vennegaard of Hesselink in there too. I don't think did Jan Vennegaard of Hesselink play in the Prem? Oh, he did. He was at Hull, wasn't he? Don't know how many goals he scored. He's definitely scored less than Diouf. Elhaj Diouf is 20th apparently, and he's got like 30 odd Prem goals. Stilian Petrov. Yeah, Naismith. I think Naismith will be there. Beattie, Viduka. Come on, Welch. You got to get these answers in. Strachan. Franny Jeffers was also at Rangers. Don't know how many goals he got in the Prem. Jelavic. Yeah, Nikica Jelavic. He was with Everton and with Hull as well. I bet Jelavic is probably not a terrible shout. Jelavic has probably got a fair few. If Oxlade-Chamberlain's 15, Arteta's 17, Van Dijk 19, and Elhaj Diouf is 20th, then we've got we've still got a fair few left to go, but there's a lot of great shouts come in. Not Petrov and not Naismith. Okay. Grant Holt. Yeah, did Grant Holt have a spell up in Scotland? Jelavic, Viduka, Beattie, McGinn, McGeady, Roy Keane, Torre Andre Flo, John Hartson, any of them? Got loads of names coming we've still not had a check on. Let's get a check on that, please, sir. Jelavic is 21st. Okay, not Jelavic. Okay, and not Holt, not Jeffers. Okay, it's not them. Rob says how many goals is 20th? I'm guessing if it's Diouf, then it's about 30-something. Is this just Premier League or pre-92? Just Premier League. Stephen Fletcher is another shout from TikTok. I like that. Kevin Gallagher scored loads for Blackburn. He did. Yeah, Kevin Gallagher was in the Prem for a long time. Gallagher's a good shout. I like that thinking. Very good. Hartson's 14th. Okay, Hartson's in there. Flo, Roy Keane, Van Hooijdonk. Yeah, Van Hooijdonk. Again, he wasn't in the Prem that long. Bit of a bad boy. He was moved on quite quickly, wasn't he? Che Adams, Bellamy. Bellamy's got to be there. I'd be astonished if Craig Bellamy's not there. Yeah, Craig Bellamy's got to be there. Definitely Bellamy. There's a lot of great players who played for Rangers and Celtic in the 90s. I'm just trying to think if there's any who kind of crossed over. Struggling really. Richard Goff. Gallagher's 11th. Good shout. Kevin Gallagher is 11th. Bellamy is 8th. Bellamy's got less Premier League goals than Chris Sutton. That does surprise me. That really does surprise me. Lovenkrands, Paul Dickov. Did Lovenkrands... Snodgrass. Georgios Samaras. Again, these didn't... Gazza's a no. Gazza we've already had. Who's the guy who played for Leeds and Liverpool? Gary McAllister. Gary McAllister I don't think will be there. Be surprised if Gary McAllister features. Was Gary McAllister... I don't think he... I mean, maybe he was. Maybe he was. Gary McAllister. Gary Macker. Fabulous footballer. One of the best free signings I have ever seen in Premier League history. But yeah, he played for Motherwell in the 80s, Gary McAllister. And then went on and had a sterling Premier League career with Leeds, Coventry and Liverpool. So it could well be Gary McAllister maybe. Mark Viduka. I was going to say, Mark Viduka, I am astonished. If Mark Viduka, James Beattie aren't in there, I don't really know who will be. Mark Viduka, James Beattie, McGeady, Roy Keane, all of these have to be. I think there's 4 there that have to be. Torre Andre Flo. Yeah, there's at least 5. Gary McAllister's 13th. Okay, Gary Mack, 13th. Di Canio, yeah, there you go, another fantastic shout. Did Carboni have a time in Scotland as well? Benito Carboni. Did he go up there? I think he might have done, mightn't he? Benito Carbone. Did he play in Scotland? No, he didn't. That does surprise me. That's a bit of a Mandela effect, it's called that, isn't it? Is that a Mandela effect? Viduka at 16th. Yeah, Viduka is 16th. Oxlade-Chamberlain's got more Premier League goals than Mark Viduka. That does surprise me, I have to say. That really does surprise me. Di Canio is 10th. I mean, you could be right. It could be right. But the Viduka... Viduka, for me, is like an all-timer in the Prem. How many goals has Mark Viduka got in the Premier League? 26, 33, 93. He got 93 in the Prem. Mark Viduka got 93. If Oxlade-Chamberlain has got more than 93 goals in the Premier League, I will be gobsmacked. Absolutely gobsmacked. He's got 11 with Liverpool and 9 with Arsenal. 20. Yeah. Nowhere near. Viduka 16th. Viduka didn't play that long in the Prem. Are we talking about the same Mark Viduka? Middlesbrough, Leeds, Newcastle, bounced around a bit, Mark Viduka. Yeah, he definitely played a long time in the Prem. Mark Viduka was in the Prem for 4, 7, 9 years. Nearly a decade in the Premier League, Mark Viduka. Pierre Van Hooijdonk, Maloney, McCoist, Lovenkrands, John McGinn. Did Hasselbank play for Celtic? No, I don't think so. Don't think so. Jorg Alberts. 3-star. Give the credit for McAllister to Harry Go-Lucky. He was halfway there before I put the answer in. Hey, Welshwing, where are we up to? Where are we up to on Beattie? James Beattie. Di Canio's 10th. We need James Beattie. Beattie's got to be in there. McGeady, John McGinn, Torre Andre Flo, Stephen Fletcher. We've had Henrik Larsson. Henrik Larsson only ever scored 1 Premier League goal. Right, Islam Chesnikov off. Blur Spitall is on for Hearts. They're making a little change to try and force the issue second half. Get themselves back into this one. Rangers out the tunnel at Tynecastle. Matthew says, do you think Murphy will beat Wu Yees tonight in snooker? I don't know. Absolutely have no idea. Charlie Adam. James Beattie is 6th. Okay. Right, we've got Dublin. Oh, Dion Dublin is 4th. Go on, we've got some left to go. Oh, Viduka was... Oh, fucking hell. Viduka was 5th. Well, that explains a lot. Sweet Jesus. John Spencer is 18th. Wow, little John Spencer, who played at Chelsea for a long time. Love that one. Go on, who else are we missing? So far, we've got Juve, Van Dijk, Spencer, Arteta. We're missing number 16. Ox, Hearts and McAllister. We're missing number 12. Gallagher, Deganio, Ferguson, Bellamy, Sutton, Beattie, Viduka, Dublin, Wright, Keane and Defoe. So, who's number 16 and number 12? Ryan, who you wanting to win tonight? City. Definitely City. Definitely City. Right, let's get the second half timer all kicked off. Okay. Up the toffees, James McFadden. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on who he says. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we are for 12th or 16th. Great ball in, Hearts. Oh, wonderful defending that from Giga. Excellent defending. Hearts have started better second half here. It is Beningame. Ryan, like the topic. What's the quiz for? Oh, it was the top 20 Premier League goal scorers who have at some point in their career played in the Scottish Premier League. Because we're watching Hearts against Rangers. Hearts currently are 1-0 down. 16th was Charlie Adam. Okay. Charlie Adam got more Premier League goals than Mikel Arteta. And Van Dijk. Wowzers. Don Hutchinson's got to be up there. Yeah, Don Hutchinson's another one. Two guy. Again, I'm not sure if he got more than all of the people in that list. Stephen Naismith. Juve got 28 Prem goals. Adam got 34. Okay, fair enough. How many's Van Dijk got? Number one, security. I assume you're doing the City game too. Sorry if you've already said. I am, mate. Yes, I am doing the City game. I am, of course. Hey, he says 19 losses. How many more can we take until Slot walks, lad? I don't understand why you'd want him gone. Yeah. We're the fourth best side in the league. We're going to finish fourth. I don't think it's sacking territory. I just don't. I think 19 losses is relative to where we are in the league. If 19 losses sees you finish 10th or 11th, then I could absolutely understand fans being devastated that he's still at the club, because that would be a massive underperformance. But what you're basically saying is we need to sack the guy for performing to about the level where he's at. Still waiting on Welsh Wing to confirm what the final one is. Sorry, mate. Hearts with a throw-in. Tynecastle will erupt if they get an equaliser here. Got bodies in the box. Go ball in. Shankland. Hit it. Strike. Oh, great block. Out to the edge and skied. Absolutely shocking over the bar, that one. Poor effort. Liam says, to be fair, we've lost one more than you. That's worrying, surely. Not really, no, because again, saying it's all relative. Losing 19 games. I mean, it's 19 across all competitions, right? So 19 games across all competitions is evidence of being, to some degree, successful, because you've gone far in competitions to have to lose that many games. So, you know, the Galatasaray game was a loss. We went through. You know, there's been losses along the way in the Champions League. We finished third in the league at the end of the season. So, and we reached our Champions League quarter final for the first time in 4 or 5 years, something like that. So there's been success within that. Cluminotto, hello my mate. I'm so happy that Liverpool lost to Man United. I was laughing at your face yesterday. Oh, that's very kind of you. What a sweetheart. VVD also got 28 with power to add. Yeah, still time to go. Petrov. Who's the final one? Welsh Wing. We're still waiting on. Still waiting on Welsh Wing to confirm who the last one was. Matthew says at least Hearts are trying to score and not falling back scared. Yeah, no, they have pushed on. They've done better in the first 5 minutes of the second half than they have done all game up to this point. 12th was Stephen Fletcher. Okay. Well, there you go. That was the halftime quiz. The top 20 Premier League goal scorers who have at some point played in the Scottish Premier League. 20th was Juve. 19th was Van Dijk. 18th was Spencer, who used to play for Chelsea. He was kind of a 90s Premier League player. Then it was Arteta. Then it was Charlie Adam, Oxlade-Chamberlain, John Hartson, Gary McAllister, Stephen Fletcher, Gallagher, Di Canio, Duncan Ferguson, Craig Bellamy, Chris Sutton, James Beattie, Mark Viduka, Dion Dublin, Ian Wright, who had a short spell at Celtic towards the end of his career, Robbie Keane second, and Jermaine Defoe first. Rob, can I get a check on Don Hutchinson? Should we get a VAR check on Don Hutchinson? How many goals do you think Don Hutchinson scored in the Prem? Because obviously he played for Liverpool, he played for Everton, he played for West Ham, he played for Sunderland. He bounced around a little bit, Don Hutchinson. If we look at his career stats, he got 10, 18, 23, 30. Yeah. 18, 28. Oh, no, nearly 36, actually. Oh, no, 41. 41. I was miles off. Yeah, 41. Some of them might be in the Championship, actually, though, at the back end. So even if we say it was like mid-30s. It's Luke says, was Roy Keane not in? Surprising if not, given how he played. Yeah, I would have thought Roy Keane would have been. But no, Roy Keane was not in the list, apparently. How many goals did Roy Keane get? Roy Keane scored a total of 10 goals in the Premier League. I can't be having that. I'm not having that. He only got 10 Premier League goals? Never. If that is indeed true, that Roy Keane only ever scored 10 Premier League goals, then I'm sorry, that just completely removes him from the conversation of like all-time midfielders. He got 33. Which is still more than Juve. Oh no, he got 39 because he got 6 in the Premier League with Forest as well. Didn't Ramsey play in the SPFL, or am I dreaming? I think he did, yeah. Ramsey played for Rangers as well. That's another one who would have snuck in. Difficult quiz, that one, to be fair. Because there's a lot of players who've had late spells, haven't they, in the Prem, in their careers in Scotland. Hearts in the area, big chance! Off the post, big chance, rebound, it's 1-1! Get in there! Fabulous play, and it's Kingsley with the goal. It's Hearts 1, Rangers 1. Go on, the old Jambos! Get in there, Kingsley, the left back. Immediately, the ball got whipped in from the right-hand side. I don't know if it was Braga or Shankland. I don't know who it was who had the initial shot. But it smashes off the base of the post, comes back out, and Kingsley's there with an immediate rebound. Just knocks it straight back towards goal. Really, really good finish, this one, actually. Who hits that in? I think it might have been... Is it Kizaridis? I think it's Kizaridis with the strike, actually. It's Kizaridis with the strike. Hits the base of the post. Comes back out. Yeah, and Kingsley's there. What a goal. Really quick reactions, that. That's a fabulous finish. That is an absolutely sensational finish. The enthusiasm by Key. Gotta love watching football, though, aren't you? It's great. I love it. I love watching footy. This is the stuff. This is absolutely brilliant. This is Hearts and Rangers peak. Hearts, as it stands, are going to be a point ahead of Celtic, 4 points ahead of Rangers, 3 games left to go. That might be a difficult tide for Rangers to turn. I think they need to come here and win, Rangers. Anything less than a win for Rangers probably... Does it preclude them? I'm not sure. They've still got to play Celtic this weekend. They've got to play Hibs. They've got to go to Falkirk on the final day. You'd have to expect Rangers will win a couple of them, but... It's tough. It's going to be tough. Rangers are playing crap. It's my club I support in Scotland, says Cluin Otto. Matthew Weeman says, I can't have it staying 1-1. Both will lose. Oh, God. Hearts now with Beningame. Benny Beningame. Ex-Everton Benny Beningame. Here's Rangers. Strike from distance. Miles over the bar. Football's better than politics. Yeah, of course it is. Rob says, Key loves football that much we started doing AFCON puns during one stream. We did, didn't we? I forgot about that. We did. We definitely did. We did, African-related puns. And we stopped. I think that was well advised. Because there was some that were just veering on the questionable. But because we were watching the African Nations Cup, we were trying to get in the spirit of it. We were trying to be jolly and merry and wordplay. And there was some great African-related puns there. Mike C, do you want City win or supporting the blue side tonight? City win tonight, mate. That's what I want. Sarah says, I like Rangers, but I want Hearts to win the league. It's kind of where I am as well. I think I'm probably more Rangers than I am Celtic. It's a very, very, 1%. I don't love either. I'd probably say I'm more of a Livingston fan than I am either Rangers or Celtic. But I'm always a big fan of the underdog. So I'd like to see Hearts win. Just for a change, I'd like the underdog to win. And Derek McInnes, I think, has done a fantastic job. Fair play to Derek McInnes. If Hearts win it, the guy will get a statue. Long throw into the box for Rangers. They scored off one just like this in the first half. Tavernier's going to launch it into the box. Chimiti header. Too easy that for Swallow. I think the City v Everton game, you should know who I'm rooting for. I know who you're rooting for. Ex-Everton, his career has gone up in class. Chimiti. Bang Bang says, what's the score? The score is Hearts 1, Rangers 1, with 59 minutes on the clock. Chloe Otto says, Set Piece FC are going to lose the second leg against Atletico. We all hope. We all hope. Zerdy Q says, why are Chelsea so shit? How long have you got? Lack of leadership at the back, I think, is the biggest issue for Chelsea. They've actually got a really, really decent squad. And I think a better manager... and I don't mean a better manager. I think Liam Rosenior's a good manager, and I think Maresca's a good manager. But I think they need an older, more experienced manager. Do you know who I think they need, Chelsea? That with a lot of young players, they need someone like a David Moyes to come in. And I know that's a mad comment because David Moyes is absolutely dreadful at managing young players. But if you gave them a manager of that profile, let me say, not David Moyes, but of that profile, someone who's later years management, someone who's been in the game for a while. Number one security, what a guy. Thanks for that, mate. Really appreciate that. Sarah says, I love the underdog story. That's it. Me too. United Forever says, I see West Ham are going down now. I have a feeling Spurs are staying up. Me too. I think Spurs are staying up as well. West Ham down. Who are people raiding for West Ham? Does Diouf leave? Fernandes, Bowen. There's Tom Renault linked with summer move to Hearts from Versailles. I would imagine that's pretty much set in stone, given he's at Tynecastle today watching the game. United Forever, do you reckon Igor Tudor would do well? Mourinho. Oh, listen, Mourinho is exactly what Chelsea need. Yes. Exactly that. I think Mourinho would do wonderful. Wonderful. The Breezy. Nice title defence yesterday, mate. I think are you mistaken? Yesterday wasn't a title defence game. Because that would assume that United won the title yesterday. Are you under the illusion United won the title yesterday? The Lancashire Evertonian says Merlin Roll gets a start. Didn't expect that. Ooh, no Garner Gay. That's a big blow. Oh, there's Craig. Is that Craig Brown? I think it is. That Craig Brown in the stands. Former manager of the Scottish national side in the FIFA 98 World Cup. No, it wasn't Craig Brown. Don't know why I'm saying Craig Brown. Craig Brown's no longer with us, sadly. But it looked like Craig Brown. Who was that in the stands then? Looks like Everton packing the midfield. Look at the team. Let's have a look at the Everton team, actually, yeah. V. Breezer says, well, we beat the prior champions. I would hardly call you that, though. What? Why wouldn't you call us? We are the prior champ. Yeah, that's not an opinion, mate. We are absolutely the prior champions. We're the current champions. Is Craig Gordon still a Scottish Premiership keeper? He's an incredible keeper. Craig Gordon, I don't know where he is at the moment, actually. I think he's still playing, but I don't know where. I'm sure he's still playing, actually. Right, let's have a look at this City team. Yeah, he's here. He's at Hearts, but he's out. He's been out injured. The last time he played was like January time. But he's been out injured. He's in his 40s now. Liam Vernon, hello Key. How's your day going? Very good, sir. How's yours? Me Breezy, I tried to rage bait you, Key, but it didn't work. You're a nice bloke. You're a nice bloke as well. I like you a lot. Man City are going to win the Prem. Let's hope so. Rooting for them. Right, let's have a look at this bloody City Everton side. Let's have a look at the lineup. So, Pickford in goal. No surprise there. Mikolenko, O'Brien, Tarkovsky and Keane at the back. In midfield for Everton, it's Merlin Roll, Garner, Irabunum, Dewsbury Hall and Illiman and Beto as the kind of... Illiman and just off Beto, I'm guessing. Anthony, I mean, he's finish. He's no finish. He's 29. For City, it's Donnarumma in goal. Haaland is not benched. Haaland starts. Yeah, Haaland starts. I don't know why people said Haaland's on the bench. Yeah, Haaland is absolutely not on the bench. Haaland benched. Yeah, it's Bernardo Silva in midfield. Donnarumma, Gueye, Kusanov, Nunes, O'Reilly. Midfield, Bernardo Silva, Nico Gonzalez and Cherky. And then it's a front three of Doku, Semenyo, Haaland. Yeah, it's the exact same side, just no Rodri. Yeah, exactly. Rodri's out. It's exactly the same side. There's nothing wrong with that. City win. City win tonight. Spurs from the stands, myself, 3-star big fans. 3-star. A few months ago, some of our fans were writing Awani off. As a seasoned Forest fan, I commented on other Forest streams, don't be so hasty, he'll come good. And now we're reaping the rewards. I love Taiwo Awani. Yeah, really good player. I like him a lot. My FPL heart sank. Liam says, Key, I can see West Ham going down now. I have a funny feeling Spurs are staying up. Plus, I can't see West Ham beating Arsenal or Newcastle. Maybe the only winnable game is Leeds. West Ham can beat both Arsenal and Newcastle. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about Arsenal. They'll give Arsenal a game next week. Ex-Liverpool player Taiwo. It's Luke says, Key, you just said previously you won't go to games again, just wondered why. It's a bit of a long story, to be honest, mate, but I guess the short version of it is I've travelled all over the world doing it, and it's at the point now, I think it's a bit of a young man's game. I'd say that. I think it's a young man's game. It's a very, very expensive hobby now, and I've got a family. And the other aspect to it is I've got epilepsy now, and well, I've had epilepsy for a while. But basically, if you've got epilepsy and you go to football games, increasingly across Europe and in the Premier League now, you're seeing strobe lights and all manner of light shows before games. It's incredibly sad. Like really, really sad. But that's just something that I couldn't do. I can't be in the ground when that stuff goes on. And if you go to games in Europe, like when I was in Seville, I watched Liverpool against Sevilla at the Roman Sanchez Pizjuan. We were 3-0 up. We drew 3-3 that night in the Champions League a few years ago. I was in Seville for that. And every time Seville scored a goal, bearing in mind we were right at the back of the stand in the away end. Fantastic stadium, by the way. One of the best I've been to. In a beautiful city. But every time they scored, Seville, lights went off and it was bang, 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 and like really loud music and honestly, I genuinely could have died that night. I'm not even kidding. I could have died that night. So, for that reason, and it's becoming increasingly prevalent across football, it's just not really, it's not really worth it. So, I look at it and think, I mean, it's a health risk for one. Two, it's expensive, and I've done it. I've been all over the place doing it, and I just don't really have the appetite for it. I actually would rather go and watch lower league fixtures, where I know that's not going to happen. The last games I've been to have been lower league, non-league fixtures, but I've just not really got an interest in it now, you know. Hearts v Rangers, that is what we're watching. Jay Shaw, these light shows feel tacky as anything, proper American nonsense. And City of Northville, I'm going to invent video glasses for you with a 5-second AI delay that filters out flashes automatically. Do you know what? If that existed, I would be someone would be very rich if you could do that. People say things like, okay, could you not just like cover your eyes when the stuff happens? But if you go like that in the morning, right? If you're in bed and you go like that and someone turns the light on, you know they've turned the light on, don't you? So it doesn't really work. Ethan Key, what's the score? It's 1-1. Yeah, 1-1. Hey Miku, love lower league football. A lot of fights in their hearts and no VAR. Exactly. Yeah. 70th minute at Tynecastle. Hearts 1, Rangers 1. Long ball, punted forward and offside. Do you think there'll be a winner? If so, who? I think based off what we've seen so far, I would say no. I think it's going to be 1-1. 20 minutes to go, not a great game. It's not been the best, has it? It's been a bit frustrating for both teams. I think neither team has really done enough to win it. Fanta, as a Hibs fan, I'm begging for a Hearts loss. It's fair. It's entirely fair. Come on, Hearts, says Puntaholic. And Jellyfish has gone for 2-1 Rangers. I think, listen, it's only going to be one goal in it. It's either going to finish 1-1 or 2-1 to either side. We're not going to get a high-scoring game as we thought. Hearts coming down the left-hand side here. If you can keep the ball in. Good ball back, edge of the box. Huge chance. Shankland! What a goal! Massive goal! Shankland, bottom corner. Butland, no chance. What a goal that is. Derek McInnes gives it the big one to the Jambos. There you go. 2-1 Hearts. Go on. Love that. Yes. What a finish that is. Look at him. Look at the tears in the stands. That's what it means. First title in 66 years. Oh, what a ball this is. Takes a big deflection as it comes back. And Shankland, left-footed. What a finish that is. What a finish. That is absolutely sensational. Great goal. Great finish. 2-1. Hearts 2, Rangers 1. Love to see it. No deflection on that one. Shankland absolutely rattles it in. Fanta says, well, guess the nightmare is coming true. It's looking like it. It's increasingly likely. Bryn says 2-1. Yep, 2-1. Great goal. They're in again. Shankland. Oh. Unlucky. You called it, Matthew. Absolutely, lad. Good lad. Dujon Sterling's goal put Rangers in front, and Hearts have come from behind to nick it late on. 2-1. Hearts Scottish champions, says Broken Verdict. Well, they'll go a long way to achieving that today. That will put them 3 points clear of Celtic and 7 points clear of Rangers. This would nail in the coffin for Rangers as far as their title hopes are concerned. They're not going to win the league if they lose here today. Went to get me tea and I missed the goal. It was a great goal. Mohamed Diamande is booked. And Hearts are pushing for a third. Can they get the third? They've still got to beat Celtic on the final day. But I'll tell you something. If you're a Hearts fan, you're watching closely that Celtic Rangers game on Sunday now. That Old Firm on Sunday. If Celtic were to lose against Rangers, Rangers could win it for them. Rangers could win it for Hearts, couldn't they? That might be the big thing. Rangers might just think, bugger it. I'd rather Hearts win it than Celtic. Edge of the box, Hearts strike. Oh, nearly 3. Oh, great effort that. Very nearly 3. Oh, that was a wonderful strike. Edge of the box. It's a great save. I didn't think Butland got anything on that. Oh, it's a fabulous save. Anthony Hopkins, as a Celtic fan, Hearts deserve to win the league. They've done really well this season. Derek McInnes. They've just done very well. Very, very well. Leonard with a corner kick here for Hearts. Tony Peters, come on Rangers, need another goal. Here we go, Leonard corner. Hearts pushing for the third. Oh, header over the bar. More lively now, yeah. No kidding. No kidding. It's definitely far more lively now. Here we go. Lots of changes for Rangers. Sterling's coming off. Thilo Asgard is one of the players coming on. Who else have we got coming on here? There's a few changes definitely happening for Rangers. Mikey Moore's off and Raskin's off. Yeah, Mikey Moore for Asgard, Raskin for Naderi, and Sterling off for Romens. Beast No, unless you just absolutely hate Hearts, I don't know how you go against the underdog. I like a bit of parity in leagues, and only having 2 teams win a league title over and over and over. Exactly, yeah. I can't agree more with that. I absolutely agree. Fanta, where's the skip the rest of the season button? I can't handle this anymore. And Jabba, I leave for lunch and Hearts pull ahead. I should leave more often. Please leave just as City are looking for an equaliser. Christ. Leave just as City are about to score the winner. Welshman forever. Come on, Hearts. You deserve to win the league. If you do, from a United fan. Great to see you, mate. Jellyfish, I'm a Rangers fan because of Sir Alex. Well, that would mean I'm a Celtic fan because of Kenny Dalglish. But then again, Graham Souness was Rangers. Steven Gerrard was Rangers. Liverpool have had connections with both Scottish clubs. And listen, Motherwell, Gary McAllister, Motherwell. There's a lot of fabulous players we've had play for different Scottish clubs over the years. Off to get some grub key and chat. See you all later for the Everton game. No worries, man. Key, who did Bill Shankly support? Who did Bill Shankly support? Header off the bar. Rangers should be. Oh my goodness me. Nearly 2-2. Halkett off the line. Hearts living dangerously. Oh my God. Ball got floated in. Keeper Swallow came out and it came back straight away. Bounced off the bar and then knocked over the crossbar for a corner. Wow. Scouse, are you doing the City watch-along? I am indeed, mate. Yeah, we'll be live for City. Yeah, who did Shankly support? Shankly, I don't think Shankly played in Scotland. It's not as far as I'm aware. I think he was from... Was he from Ur? Was he from... I think he might have been from Ur. I don't think he played for anyone up in Scotland, though, as far as I'm aware. Anyway, not that... he might have done. I don't know. It was a long time ago. But yeah, there was a lot of Liverpool players who've had teams up in Scotland, so I can't really pick anyone based on that. Yeah, Gary McAllister was Motherwell. Kenny Dalglish was obviously Celtic. Souness was Rangers. Alan Hansen was it Partick? I think he was Partick Thistle, wasn't he, Alan Hansen, when we signed him? Was Shankly not a Carlisle fan? Well, he had ties to Carlisle and obviously Preston but no, I think up in Scotland, I don't know. I don't know if he had much of a career up in Scotland. But I'm fairly confident he was up in Ur. And the only reason I know that is because there's when we went up to Scotland, we was going round Scotland. We was kind of bouncing around all the Scottish grounds when I was a lot younger. I went with my dad. And yeah, I'm sure we saw a sign or some sort of a commemorative plaque up that way to say like Bill Shankly was born here or Bill Shankly his house was down this way or so. I don't know, it was something like that. Bees know United and Brazilian FA agree to sit Cunha for the rest of the season to rest for the World Cup. Okay then. Odd. Broken Verdict says, good thing you didn't watch that Chelsea game, Key. You guys are going to batter them next week. Chelsea are genuinely trash. I wouldn't be so sure. Fanta will say if Hearts do win the league, it'll do the Premiership all the world of good, so we'll congratulate them in the end. It's certainly going to increase interest in the SPFL, won't it? It'll certainly do the league good, as you say, even if you're not going to enjoy it as a rival fan. 80th minute on the clock. Hearts currently 2-1 up. Rangers have hit the post not that long ago. They're pushing for an equaliser. But that winner from Shankland at this moment, it's looking like a winner. Anyway, Grealish twin playing for Rangers. Is that going to be Asgard? Is that what you mean? Thomas says Gassama is a baller. Played for us last season. Now he's just come on for Rangers. I like Gassama. Very, very talented player. He hasn't really got that much of a chance, it feels like, at Rangers at times. When the season started, I remember doing the Champions League qualifiers and stuff like that for Rangers at the start of the season, and Gassama was playing, and he played quite well in them. Was it Bruges they played against? Yeah, he did all right. He did all right in that game, if I remember rightly. Did Mikey Moore do anything? I've just arrived. No, mate, not really. Mikey Moore's just been subbed off. Wasn't really his game, to be honest. Last 10 at Tynecastle. Ball lock, not long. Again, lots of long balls. It's all about the second balls here for both teams. But it'll be a massive, massive 3 points. Chimiti, not so happy with the shove in the back there. Love to see the Scottish team in the Champions League. They have qualifiers for the Champions League spots, right? Yes. Yeah, they certainly do. Both Celtic and Rangers missed this year. And, yeah, Celtic ended up in the Europa League, where they got beaten by Stuttgart, I think, wasn't it? We watched that game. We did the home leg where they got beat. I think it was 4-1 in the end. Joe Hart apparently realised that game that he was done. He retired that game, didn't he? Oh, sorry, not Joe Hart. Kasper Schmeichel. Apologies, Kasper Schmeichel. He basically retired on that game. Thomas says, so happy with our results on Saturday, onwards and upwards. I was going to say, yeah, massive. I was like, congratulations to Sheffield Wednesday. It was good. Really, really nice to see that they didn't have to deal with that points deduction going into League One. That was a big moment, that. Getting back to 0 points and starting from a sort of fresh, level playing field, going into next season. Bit of positivity now. It's not nice, obviously, you've been relegated, but Chansiri's gone, like you say, new ownership, no points deduction. You can start next season feeling positive that maybe your kind of punishment's been had. From the Phoenix come the ashes, or from the ashes come the Phoenix, whatever. So, yeah, good luck to Wednesday. Hopefully we see them back in the Championship before long. Okay, another change for Hearts here. We've just seen Diamande's gone off for Bojan Miovski. So Cabor's come on for Braga and McCart came on for Kiziridis. We've just seen Miovski come on for Diamant. So a positive change for Rangers. They're going to try and commit an extra couple of bodies forward to just try and kill the game off. Try and get back into the game. Hearts on the other side have obviously just tried to bring on some players who will... Oh, claim for the penalty. Big claim for the penalty. Big claim for the penalty. Gassama's gone down. He looks a little bit sheepish, that Hearts defender. There might be a check on this one. I do wonder, maybe. Could there be a check? I wonder. Ball gets whipped in. Ooh, now then. Findley's running back. He looks awfully sheepish. Could there have been a tangle of legs here? Let's see. As Gassama makes the run forward, I think that's a bit soft. It looks a bit soft to me. Yeah, no, there's no penalty. No penalty. Dismissed quite quickly by VAR. Gassama, you can see he's pointing at Findley and saying, listen, I ran off your shoulder. I was in the box there. It's a bit of something or nothing. But it has been dismissed quite quickly. Thomas, love the content, by the way. Oh, that's very nice, mate. Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming in and saying that. I genuinely do. Like, that's really, really nice of you. Phoenix rises from the ashes. That's the one. Aaron Foran, Bournemouth to catch yous. What you think? No, I don't think that's going to happen. That would require Bournemouth to win all 3 of their remaining games and Liverpool to pick up a maximum of 2 points from our remaining 9. So, no, it ain't going to happen. Bournemouth won't win all their remaining 3. So, yeah, I'll level with you. I think Liverpool could afford to lose all 3 remaining games. I don't think we will, but I think even in that circumstance, I'm pretty confident we still get Champions League football, even if we were to lose all remaining 3 games. Broken Verdict says, come on Hearts, need Everton to do United a favour and ensure City don't win the league. That's astonishing, There's a lot of United fans I know who are still pro-City, to be honest. They'd rather see City win it than Arsenal, and a lot of people are like that, but hey, to each their own. It's Luke says, Bournemouth play City, don't they? Yeah, they do. They play City. Bournemouth have got a few tricky fixtures. It's not just City. They've got a few tricky ones. For Liverpool, we've got Brentford at Anfield final day. That maybe looks a little bit tricky if Brentford have something to fight for. But I think by that point it'll be wrapped up because we've got Villa, who could potentially have a European final to be thinking about by that point. Chelsea, who will not have anything to fight for other than FA Cup. Chelsea have been dispatched by Forest today. Chelsea were resting players today. I think their focus is now FA Cup. They're not really focused on anything other than the FA Cup final, Chelsea. So, I'd be astonished if we didn't pick up at least a point out of Chelsea and at least a point out of Villa away. And even at least a point out of Brentford. So 3 points, that's it. We're through. We're sound. We're all good. Who's your favourite player in the world? Andy Robertson. Broken verdict. If I was Liverpool, I wouldn't be worried. You've got Chelsea, they're crap. Easy 3 points. And McBusby Babes, I'd rather see Arsenal win it than City personally, but some of that fan base will be unbearable. And Jellyfish, I'd find it funny if Arsenal bottle it. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, that is going to be the funny thing, isn't it, if they do bottle it. City of Northville, Brentford will be fighting for what you said about Thiago. He's wound up. I'm right, though. Oh, Hearts, go on. 88th minute. Liam, what do you think about just the final should be at Wembley and not the semis? Yeah, I agree. Final should be at Wembley's. The semis should be around the country. So Leeds should have played Chelsea at, like, St James's or Old Trafford or wherever. Somewhere around there. They should take it around Europe. Aaron says Robertson didn't defend our second goal well yesterday. Should have done better. No, but to be honest, the second goal I don't think should have stood anyway, so it doesn't really make too much of a difference. The second goal came from McAllister. But appears Spurs stay up, they get both Robbo and Senesi. Apparently Liverpool linked with Senesi today as well. Thomas says, keep an eye out for our keeper in the future. Will do. Final couple of minutes here for Hearts to hang on. And is it hanging on? I mean, Rangers haven't really done that much since they headed the ball onto the crossbar just a few minutes ago. We've not really seen much of Rangers. Twickenham. Yeah, get it at Twickenham. Get it at the Millennium Stadium again. Would have been so harsh to rule it out, but I can see your point. I mean, at the end of the day, if it hits his hand and it goes in, there's just, yeah. And the only reason it didn't get given is because they didn't have that angle for VAR in Stockley Park. They had it on Sky Sports, but not on VAR, which is crazy when you think about it. VAR at Stockley Park don't have all the camera angles that Sky do. That's a bit mad, isn't it? Broken, I don't understand it. I don't like Arsenal because of the rivalry, but City are the City rivals. Can't have City winning another treble. Only 2 clubs I hate more than City are Liverpool and Leeds. Fair enough. Semis at Hampden Park or something like that. Yeah, why not? I think the issue is you don't want people travelling all over England or the UK to get to them. Like, if it's Leeds and Chelsea, ideally you want somewhere that's kind of equidistant between those two. So, like, I don't know, somewhere that's like a middling... Villa Park, maybe. Villa Park's kind of halfway house. Hearts champions, 25-26. We hope it's the 90th minute here. Rangers down the left-hand side. Big chance. Oh, good defending. Great defending from Hearts. Again. But Rangers are not slowing it down. 7 added minutes, folks. Whoa, 7 added minutes. Here we go. This is where it's going to come. Oh, and it's the corner flag. Oh. Could be. There's a little scrap going on here. So, some stuff for the ref to sort out here, I think. No. There was a little bit of handbags there. Thomas says, favourite team that's not Liverpool. Betis. Yeah, Betis. Rob says, smaller stadium would mean less true fans get to watch the game. That's true. But also, I don't know, I just feel like Wembley should be for the big occasion. And the only reason it brought in semi-finals at Wembley is so that it could start paying for itself and they could make money. And they could charge people, 26 quid a pint or whatever it is down there. Pete says, why don't Stockley Park just pay their Sky subscriptions? I know, Stockley Park on the old The old fire stick, the old naughty fire stick. All boxed up says I cashed out on Hearts. Sod the 7 mins injury time. You think there might be a chance? Thomas says favourite sports to watch. Just football, mate. I don't really watch all that much else. I'm originally from a place called St Helens in the northwest. It's where I grew up. And they really like rugby league there. But I never really got into rugby league. I didn't mind it. I played it a bit and, wasn't too bad at... I followed it a little bit. I've been and watched a fair few Saints games, but it's not really my thing. I'm football through and through. I can watch multiple football games a day and do every single day on this channel. That's what we do. So I love all football and all types of different leagues. And that's what I occupy my time with rather than multiple sports. I don't really have much time for cricket or rugby or darts or F1 or golf. None of that really tickles my fancy. Tickles my biscuit or whatever it's called. I don't know. Key likes Betis because he's a big Anthony fan. I do like Anthony. Anthony's a very underrated player. From the Ellens. Originally, definitely am, yeah. Big wool. No doubt. No doubt. Broken verdict. Key, would you say that Sunderland-Newcastle is the most Eve rivalry? The most Eve rivalry? Sunderland 55 wins, Newcastle 54 and 14. Almost even, sorry. Even trophies clash. Timeware derby, the best derby in England. It's up there. It's decent, but not for me. Luke Watts, boxing. Again, I'll watch the occasional one, but again, it doesn't really... Boxing to me is nowhere near as good as it used to be. And maybe that's just nostalgia, but I'm not really that bothered about boxing either. The Fury and Joshua fight everyone's talking about, but I'm not even that bothered about that. I think I watched the Usyk one and stuff like that. And I don't mind UFC. I don't mind watching the occasional UFC fight, but yeah, I wouldn't say I'm into it. Prefer playing boxing games. I like a bit of Undisputed. Have Hearts won the league if they win this? No, but they do go 3 points clear of Celtic with 3 games left, and they go 7 points clear of Rangers with 3 games left. That probably rules Rangers out. And Rangers now into the box. Big run. Hearts, great defending. Squirmed away. 3 minutes left for Hearts to hang on. Excellent play. Cabot. It's going to be a foul, is it? No. F1 was more dangerous back in the day, and boxing, I like that. Mike Tyson was brilliant, wasn't he? Rangers in the box. Strike. Corner to Rangers. 2.5 minutes to go. Yeah, Tyson was absolutely outrageous. Loved it. Does Scotland go on goal difference or head-to-head? I think it's goal difference, yeah. Because Hearts are ahead of Celtic at the minute on goal difference before this game started. Edge of the box. Rangers. Strike. Far. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Quintessentially quirky. When was the last time a boxer became champion, then shat in the ring? Crufts 1964. Oh, there you go. The old Jam Tarts are 90 seconds away from 3 points cleared at the top of the Scottish Premiership. Come on, Hearts. Some nervous fans in the stands there. Tynecastle's going to erupt in a minute. Pumped long. Rangers head away. Hearts, anywhere will do. Long ball over the top. Butland comes out and it's going to be a throw-in. Sheffield Wednesday or Sheffield United, I don't care what you say. Oh, Sheffield Wednesday, 1,000,000%. Yeah, that's not even close. Definitely Wednesday. Wednesday for me had the better players in the 90s. I remember Sheffield Wednesday with Di Canio and Pressman, Benito Carboni, Gilles de Bilde. You might remember, I don't know if you're old enough to remember Gilles de Bilde. Belgian. Yeah, they had some decent players. Very decent players, Sheffield Wednesday. Kevin Pressman, I think, was the fastest ever sending off in the Premier League, wasn't it? Fastest ever sending off was Sheffield Wednesday goalkeeper Kevin Pressman. I'm not sure if it still is, but it certainly was. I think it was 11 seconds or something like that he was sent off. Rangers in the box, got to get it away. Oh, 20 seconds left. This is it. Last chance saloon here. Asgard. Got to get the ball out wide. Rangers' final chance. Pumped in. Far post. Header. Terrible. And it's gone wide. And Chimiti, that's probably the final chance. I think that's it. Derek McInnes is celebrating. Des Walker, Carlton Palmer, David Hurst, Waddle, yeah. Yeah, Des Walker. Thomas, I'm only 17, but know every squad from the 90s. Like, nice, good lad. Danny Roll and his Rangers side. It's not quite been enough today. Tony Bloom ready to celebrate. The Brighton owner. The Hearts owner. Look at the limbs. Look at the limbs. And there you go. Tynecastle erupts. It's over. Hearts 2, Rangers 1. Hearts go 3 points top. 3 points clear. 3 points clear. Celtic now against Rangers on Sunday becomes even bigger, because you go into that one thinking, well, if Rangers were to beat Celtic and Hearts do their job, who do Hearts play on Saturday? Who've Hearts got next? Hearts fixtures. Oh, Motherwell. Oh, that'll be a tough one. That'll be a tough one. Hearts have got to go to Fir Park. And, yeah, Motherwell, they're not too bad either. They're going good. So, Hearts have got to go and do their job at the Well. And hope that maybe Rangers get a result against Celtic. If they do, then Hearts would go 5 points clear of Celtic with 2 games left, right? And that would be enough. That would probably be enough, wouldn't it? 5 points clear of Celtic with 2 games left. Even though Hearts play Celtic on the final day, I think it would be enough. If Rangers can beat Celtic or get a draw, and Hearts do their job against Motherwell, that is a big, big stride towards the title. A huge, huge stride towards the title. Welshman Forever says Gerrard red card was the quickest sending off, came on as a sub for Liverpool v United, then did a reckless tackle first touch. Oh yeah, of course it was. Enzo, are you streaming Roma Fiorentina? I'm not, mate. No, I'm doing Everton against Man City, which kicks off in 30 minutes. I'm going to be live for that one. So if you're going to join me over on Everton v Manchester City, please do. Make sure you do me a favour before you leave. Hit like on this video if you've not already. Everton, Manchester City, it will redirect you to the from this live, so you can go straight across to that. Hearts winners today, big winners. I'm gonna move Everton across to 7:45. So yeah, we'll be live over there in about 15 minutes. 15 minutes or so. I'm just going to go and get a drink, get ready, make a brew, get set up for Everton and City. We need a City win in that one. I need to change the lights. We need to change the lights, don't we, folks? I need to get back to... Hang on. No, not that one. Come on, where are you? That's no good. There you go. That one? Yeah, there you go. That'll do. Hey, that'll do. White for City, or blue for City, whatever it's going to be. I don't know. We'll have that for City. Right. Take it easy, everyone. I'll be back in about 15 minutes. Take it easy. Ta-da.